Friends and neighbors, last night there was an attack on the home front. We had unboxed Timmy and Tommy, tried to provide you with information on GameStop reward certificates, clearance pricing on some of the Animal Crossing amiibo cards, and we were about to unbox Innocent Cap'n, and that's when it happened. In the peripheral of my vision near Meta Knights and Villager, which you can see still holding their guard positions over there, an unknown spider approached, and he interrupted our unboxing, and he may or may not be dead. We tried to negotiate with him, but it went nowhere. If you are curious as to what I'm talking about, the last two unboxings have been complete train wrecks. I encourage you to check both out. Timmy and Tommy there by Legendary Astroblast, and of course Cap'n. I'm keeping Cap'n up here with me. I'm going to position him between Roller Brawl and the Tomb Buggy, and Terrapin in the Shark Tank there for extra security measures. I'm not sure who the spider was after, but I'm pretty sure we have stopped him, and the amiibo lives and Skylander crew have been saved. Many thanks to Stormblade, who pinned the spider under her Sky Slicer. Her help is much appreciated. That said, let's go ahead again. Seriously, if you missed out on that, it's been a wacky, 15 hours of my life, so best thing you can do is enjoy it, and take advantage of the ridiculous stuff I go through on a daily basis. So we're unboxing our Animal Crossing amiibo series. All these guys in the back, we're going to get them unboxed, mainly because I'm really paranoid about having anything on the pool table. I want this thing cleaned off. I'd bleach it if I could. I don't know where I'm thinking the spider came from, an air vent. Don't hold me to it, but anyway, good times here in this crazy circus we call life. But all these guys yet to be unboxed, under $5 at Amazon. Super good deal. I think they were all actually under $4 if I'm not mistaken. Most of them were anyway. But I'm doing this sort of in a reverse order of what I'm interested in. Kind of a tough point here. I've had 2 interactions with Rossetti. He's super annoying, but at the same time his amiibo is super cool and interests me. Kick's amiibo I think actually looks really cool, but I'm not a fashionable guy, right? I go and I buy shoes, usually multiple pairs at a time, so I don't have to go to the store for a couple of years. And so I'm not super into socks and shoes, but I think we're going to go ahead and go with Kicks. Let me violently shake the amiibo, make sure there are no surprises for us. I think we're in the clear currently. But if you see a spider, let me know in the comment section. That said, I think Kicks is going to look pretty freaking cool once we get him out. And in game, I'm excited to see him. But there we can see the packaging there. Again, if you did not know, Kicks the skunk, he sells socks and shoes to you. And he doesn't spray you because he's cool like that. But flipping it around to the backside, this is where I scan them in on the Wii U. That's your NFC pad. Should be familiar with that. If you've got a new 3DS, you can plug them in here. And if you're old school 3DS like me, you need that puck, which again you can get in the Happy Home Designer bundle, sometimes cheaper than the standalone game, so always be on the lookout for deals. There is some artwork for Kicks, very cool. I like the black and white just for contrast. As you can see with Cap'n, they did green and white, so that's a nice little touch Nintendo did to the back of the packaging for us. Inset artwork, check it out. There's Kicks with the dice. We got Blathers and Celeste, who are both asleep. I had no idea that was a thing. Well, I knew it was a thing. I didn't know it was a thing in Amiibo Fest. I'm actually looking really forward to seeing that now. So anyway, here's a little card artwork for Kicks, and here is the figure. But let's check it out ourselves. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. I have socks on, not shoes, and I'm bad about when I'm in the house. I just tend to wear socks, Actually, a lot of time when I'm outside, I'm like my nephew. I just wear socks. You stay cooler, But I've got shoes. I got some flip flops. I got all sorts of flat surfaces to slay spiders. Coolest thing about Amiibo when you unbox them, they're uniform. They're super easy to get out. So keep in mind, if you want to have this guy dual function, where you can play as him and where you can keep him on display in his pristine packaging, you're gonna have to open them up. You're gonna have to pull this out. If you don't care like me, you're gonna get rid of the packaging so spiders don't spawn on your pool table. Just don't sweat it. But what you do here, hold on to the figure by the base, break it down at the 45 degree. The coolest feature though is all the amiibo have the same base pad, and that allows you to just kind of have a uniform opening experience. But that little guy right there, that is the reason you can't scan him in while he's in his packaging. I had hoped by this point in time Nintendo would have done away with that, particularly with these. There's like no in-game demo that you could do anything with these derogatory, but to each their own, I suppose. But for now, Skylanders holds a considerable advantage in that regard. But the base is brown. You can see the Amiibo logo there. It's got the Animal Crossing series sort of classic grass design. I hope he doesn't stand there too long, or he's going to wear a path that we'll never be able to fix. But I gotta say, the tail is the first thing I'm noticing. Very detailed. It's almost Pokemon-like. I know a lot of people big time into Pokemon Go, catching them on the toilet, going to cemeteries, getting out in nature. I have personally not played it yet. Wish it would have come out like a week or so ago when I was out of town. I could have done some cool stuff on the trip, I imagine. But nonetheless, white, gray, and black. It actually looks very nice. It kind of has a racer look to it. If you're big time into old school Dodge and Plymouth muscle cars, you got Skunk Works, you know. So that's always, I've kind of always been intrigued by that. But facial features, he looks very, I wouldn't say sophisticated, maybe like trendy. Or well-dressed, or metro, I don't know. But he's a pretty cool cat, you gotta admit, even though he's a skunk. But right there, I don't know how to describe that well, but particularly with his hat that he wears, he just kind of exudes, you know, professionalism in the fashion industry, whatever that word would be. So, especially his pose, he's kind of like flipping a coin, got the other hand slyly in his pocket or something. You know he's going to sell you some shoes before you walk out the door. So, there it is. Check it out, though. The eye is red with a white pupil, facing inward on both sides, sort of towards you. You know, a skunk kind of has like the peaked nose, so his eyes are drawn in towards the camera at this point in time. Nice little whisker action there. It's an orangey yellow. Actually, it's kind of a hard color to describe. The paint is not fantastic. I don't know that the camera will show that. But the ears, it's again sort of like an orange-yellow color. A little bit lighter, in my opinion, than his nose, which is more of a true orange. That said, the cool thing here, he's wearing suspenders, man. He's just all about class. Looks like he's got his sleeves rolled up. He's ready to get down and dirty. He's got either white ends on his hands or gloves. I'm not sure which it would be. The white stripe with the gray perimeter there kind of accents things nicely as well. 3 brown buttons. You got sort of the suspender attach points. His pants are sort of like a classic khaki color. Slightly lighter buttercream yellow shirt. Well, now we're starting to sound like we're fashion people. He's got the matching hat. What else can I say? It's Kix, and he looks really good in amiibo form. So it'll be fun getting this and Cap'n and Timmy and Tommy in on the action, getting them both their outfits and happy points, and having a good time. So like I said, my plan is to live stream that stuff. And if you're thinking, oh my gosh, he has Kix, I've got to see Kix and Celeste and Rover and Rossetti, let me know. I'll try to make it happen for you. Again, each full month takes a lot longer than Nintendo estimates by my practice with the game, which is fairly extensive. And so needless to say, we're kind of going to roll with 4 characters for a month. I'll probably cycle out, but if there's a fan favorite or someone that you're dying to see, let me know, you know, a little bit ahead of time, or on Twitter, or whatever works for you, in the comments section, and I'll think back, hey, you know, there were a lot of people wanted to see Kix, so I'll try to make that happen for you. Again, for me personally, the goal is just sort of to max them out in-game, so past that, I'd have my own favorites, but hey, if you're watching, I will gladly use your favorites as well. So, that said, this is Kix. Picked him up for sub $4, I believe, on Amazon.com. I checked last night, they're back up to full price, but as always, stay alert for sales. Toys R Us, GameStop, Amazon, usually your best sources. So, that said, thanks so much for watching. For myself, Kix, Cap'n, and no spawning spider action. We will catch you back here for the next unboxing. OneOfWiisdom.com is my personal website. You can follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Again, Twitch particularly, because that's where I will be streaming Amiibo Festival. You won't want to miss it. Rest assured, I will export it over to YouTube. If you're super into Amiibo, make sure to check out my other unboxings, link in the description. Similarly, the Skylander Club forum, SkylanderClub.com, we actually have an Amiibo section, so check that out. I might link it for you as well. That said, thanks so much for watching. I hope nobody gets sprayed, and Kix and myself will catch you on the party board.